Final notice to Lara Croft, a current tenant of premises. This is to serve as your final notice for the purposes of terminating your ownership of Croft Manor. You are required to immediately vacate and surrender possession of said manor to Atlas de Mornay, executor of estates.
Lara, it is unfortunate that you have forced my hand in this matter, but so be it. As you know, your parents appointed me executor of the estate in the event of their absence. Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared, and given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate. I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor, somewhere. Dad's safe.
Yep, that's safe, Lara. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another gameplay through Rival. You can see it's from Rival Stormbreak, like DLC. The game name is, you can tell from storyline, Blood Tide. If I'm not mistaken. Anyway, let's continue first part of the dimension of Croft. And let's see what clue we can find to open this safe. It's gonna be easy, I know for sure.
Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library.
Maybe. But you need to find every clue what you can find, Laura. So first clue is...
My birthday crown. I was so proud of that thing. That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
Yep. Memories of you, Lara. A very young age. There's a lot of things we can find, guys.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. I met someone tonight, quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia. And apparently she's been studying right next to me. Art history, of all things. I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond. And she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving in argument. At one point, that poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research. I hope she returns for another round tomorrow.
I hope so too.
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
You can say your parents was very important family, you can say, Laura. So I'm proud to be.
Dad would have liked me to go to Oxford, but I insisted on UCL. Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
Yep. Empty. Where to go? I hope everyone's enjoying, guys. If you have not played
picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses, but the color was nice.
Yep, color is nice. Well, let's see what we got on statue. If you have never played
This
Blood
is probably
Tide
my grandfather
of the Rise
Benjamin.
of Tomb Raider, guys, you need to check it out. It's a good DLC storyline. You go whole gameplay through on the Croft Manor. Just like in old ways on the first Tomb Raider, you can imagine. It's a little bit different than the old Tomb Raider, if you know that. Oh, let's see what we got
One
here.
of Dad's Yoruba masks. A gift from a friend he met on an expedition in Nigeria.
Yep. Nice. Nigeria. Go and find more clue. We need trying to open that safe, guys. Very important.
I finally introduced Richard to the family. It went precisely how I imagined. I see but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them, Lord Croft is the man who took away their beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
Yep. You got a good mother, Lara Croft.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she
that
did.
Again, Laura. Let's go see. We got more clue. And we got the first comment. And it is my good friend Sherlock Holmes. Thank you for the clapping clapping emoji, brother Sherlock Holmes. How are you doing, man? Welcome to Blood Ties. It's a DLC from the Ride of the Tomb Raider. You will enjoy it for sure, brother.
Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria.
Croft Mansion. And it's gonna be interesting for sure.
He was closer than he knew to finding the Prophet's tomb.
Have you ever played Ride of the Tomb Raider, brother? Sherlock Holmes? And you can see we need to finish up this game. And let's see how many hours it's gonna take me to finish up, because last time you saw that how many hours it takes to finish up just the storyline of the Rise of Tomb Raider. But this one
Dad's book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
This one is a little bit about Croft Manor, going all the way. This is not bad game, really good. You need to try out. If you're gonna play on the Twitch, I will for sure come and checking out, brother, because every people when they play games, it's always not the same, always different. You can say, just like John Scotty Cameron also played this game. I know that he's playing something different way, but he did good job, you can say, and he finished out the game with only the storyline of the Rise of Tomb Raider, but not DLC yet. This is for me the second time I'm playing the Rise of Tomb Raider, the just storyline Blood Ties. And the first one that I first time played, it was very long ago, guys. If you are
The door to the library.
It's closed, I think. Yeah, it's closed. We need to find the
Locked. There's got to be another way
more
through.
clue.
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
This is the first map of Lara Croft playing around in Dimension. You get any DVD yet? You get any DVD yet? Not yet, but I will do that for sure.
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor. Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at these.
Yep.
Dad became interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to Egypt.
What's up, tired way? Hello here to show my support. Hope you are having a good day. I'm having a good day. Try run away. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, and thank you for support. Really appreciate it. Thank you for 2 likes and Pyro Runaway. If you have not played, if you have played Rise of Tomb Raider already, you need to try out also DLC. If you like the DLC, you will enjoy it for sure. It's the Craft Manor we are playing now, guys. I could wrote down just like Rise of Tomb Raider, but it not will be the same, guys, because it's a storyline that she's going knowing the prophet and the dividing souls. But this one is a DLC about going all the way across Manor and finding the testament of that she will not lose the whole house of the Cross Manor, you can say. And let's try open this door. There is something around. Alright.
Too dark. Going to need a flashlight.
Yeah, we need a flashlight going over there. The Cross Manor is very big, guys. I have no idea how many hours I'm gonna spending around, but it's a good game. You will enjoy it for sure. It's about her dad. I played the old games, but I have found the time to play the new one. But the graphics look insanely good. Thanks to running away. It's just you can say there is 3 Tomb Raider they made on PlayStation 4. The first one is first Tomb Raider that she's very young, her face is a little bit changed in the first beginning, that she was in the triad from that you know that everybody needs to not go in the sea. If you go 3 triads, everybody can die, and about I think it was story about the first one about Yamata. A little bit curse about finding clue or something, and this is the number 2 of Tomb Raider game, or Rise of Tomb Raider, and the third one is gonna come out maybe it's already out, guys, but I will live stream maybe, I don't know which month, but I will do that for sure very soon. But I thought I'm gonna share with you what I'm thinking about DLC storyline about.
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly, but will you tell me more about her the next time I'm home from school?
This was the voice of the from young age Lara Croft, very young, you can say. And you saw the, I think you saw the picture maybe of the Lara Croft very young age. I'm gonna show you again, guys. If you run away and see, was here the picture. I think the picture's already gone because I think Lara Croft has the picture already. When there's a puzzle, I'm taking always with me, I think. This is the DLC from the Rise of Tomb Raider. There is 4 total things that you can do. The first is the game storyline, just like it's going about the finding prophet. The other 3 are the DLC that you can play. The first one is Blood Tide. I could just read down, you can see about the Rise of Tomb Raider, but I thought the storyline is just Blood Ties, and I choose that name, you can say. The second one, the number 2 DLC is Lara Nightmare. It's gonna be a little bit scary way DLC. And the last one is, I have not tried it yet, but I will also do it. But anyways, if you're enjoying the DLC, you can
Lara,
also try it. And
I've reviewed the
also.
report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to cut you off. Sincerely, Atlas.
In the storyline, if you're reading, this story is mostly about losing dimension, craft dimension. If you noticed. And Lara trying to find all the clues that she can open the safe and see if there is the testament for a house, that she will not lose it. And there is also a storyline that at last saying,
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, you won't be boring your sword this time.
that her mother, in the storyline, if you want to know, guys, Lara Croft's mother is dead. She passed away.
The Grand Hall. I always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix.
Yep. She passed away in the storyline, and there is no claim, what did it say the name of
The
this?
Phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
No proof about where the body's grave is, where the body's grave is from Lara Croft's mother. But you can say there is a lot of secret that her father, when he passed away, you can say the father raised her. And especially where is her body? And Lara's trying to find it now, the testament. Even
This
there is
belongs
a lot
to
of secrets
Anna.
in the house.
Most of her belongings are in the
we'll
guest
find
house.
out.
What was she doing in here?
Stop smoking. Love. Oh.
Someone has a sense of humor.
Yep, you can take it out again, Laura. And secret room will be closed. This one we cannot open yet. We need the key. Thank you again for being back there.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see...
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Now you can take
Dad
that
was
one.
always so protective of the West Wing.
Yep. Craft manor. Symbol. Alright, let's see what we got over here. There's a lot of things that we can
What are
find.
you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
That was the voice of the best butler, I think, guys. Because Lara Croft was... and the family
The
of
offer
Lara
came in the
was
post
very
last
rich.
week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted. Oh, but a gallery tour is not something I can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States and... oh, God! I'm giddy even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my painting to a hobby. But it was Richard who objected, who gave me my atelier and studio. Without that support, I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving would be a betrayal. He will laugh at that and insist I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years, but he would never ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him in Tibet. I won't cast a shadow over his find. I will be by his side in his triumph, as I know he will stand by my side, in time.
Yep. 80%, guys. There is still a lot of things we can find in the game. There's a lot of secrets we can say. And we need to find, we will see how many parts it's going to take to finish the game. And this is something, you know this guy? Like Eagle Vision, that way it's going to show me where there's a lot of other things that I need to find.
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth bought this for him from a trader in Greece.
Yep. lot of places. When we watching she's cooking with her, we have more things to film.
Hey, Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened, and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for, I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
Alright, I think Atlas is her uncle. I'm not mistaken,
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
Yeah, you will need it. Got that out of the way. Flashlight. We can now use it above.
Should be able to explore the dark now.
Put that over there now. We can use that for a active place that we go there. Is there somewhere dark room? Let's see. That you?
I'm not sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
Ancestors. The whole big family, you can say family was. Let's try to see what we got the other door. Yeah, I'm done over here. I know I'm cooking. Yeah, I'm done over here. Let's check this door over here. We have a lead, so it cannot be open. Nope. Closed. We still a lot of things to find. Let's go back. Right here we need to go. On the left side to go. Got light. Light goes itself, guys. If you notice. Got something over here. Okay.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
Alright. What was the words again? Please. You are Demona. That was the last name for her mother. Let's see. Going all the way downstairs. A little bit spooky also, guys, if you want to know. Stairs there.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
No, don't think about it, Laura. We need to find the floor, right? Go.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her, I've had a bit of an unexpected breakthrough in my research. She managed to convince an artifact dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
Good idea.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Alright, there is still downstairs we can go. Try find something that we can over here. There is something over here. And rats. Rats! Go away.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled upon some mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your word may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family, truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade. I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I want to give you a chance to put a stop to this yourself. Please, don't go to Tibet. If not for me, at least for Lara.
Alright. Go forward.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. And before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara in the grounds. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell when she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you fiercely. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you are able.
Alright.
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
We are down 27%. Can I open this? Can I move it? Yes, I can. Good. Let it go. Let's see, where to go? Oh, look at that, we got more.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. 2 roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them. Will it be enough?
It's enough for sure. If you love somebody, you need to...
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
Yeah, sure, Lara. You will.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him.
Let's see,
I
what?
always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while, I might have won.
Maybe. Oh, that was the secret, alright. Can you not open it? No, you cannot. I will open it. In important here. This one is open, but there is nothing. Now let's see, there is still a lot of things we can find in the game. We get things from here. Straight up. Alright, let's see.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the two of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Alright. I won't get also. No, I don't want to go that way yet. Check anyway everywhere we can find. Alright. Let it go. Something over here. Maybe. Not found. Oh, something. Nothing over here. Oh, let's go. Let's move and see what. Oh, yes. Return this. Ah, got it. Good job, Lara. But first, we need to go above back. See, can I open the door? So I need not check it out, or I can open the door. Maybe it can open, maybe not. Need to check it out. Above, and there is no door over here. Oh, there was. Wait, can I open? Nope, I cannot. That was precisely what I need. Go downstairs. That was the whole plan, you can say, guys. If there is a puzzle, you need to go from starting until the end. Find final piece. Okay. Alright, we are going downstairs.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
Yep. Alright, go down. And you are growing up, Lara.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
There are two ways to go. Straight this way, or the other way. There's nothing over here. Around. What we got here?
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition.
And what we got here? What is the secret? I have no idea, but we will find maybe. I hope so. Come on, there must be something I'm not seeing, but I need to see.
Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
Yep. Good job, Winston. Oh, let's see, I just came over. So, 8.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
Without the mummy. Nothing over here. Something over here? Oh, let me go. We'll see one more time. Check it out. The trap.
Water damage from the main hall above.
I know there is something over here. Let's check it out. Now we are going somewhere that we have not been. I'm going past over here.
This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
Yep. Daddy's old. Your dad was always making always time for you, Laura. Now let's go above on there. There's nothing over here. Then we need to check. Even I cannot open the door yet. See what we can find above. What's craft manner. We are above. Something behind me. Nope. Let's see. We got two things.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
One missing page. Need to find that one also. Now let's see what we got.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
Yep. Let's see. Two things we've done over here. Can we open the door? Yes, we can. Where we went out? The library, maybe? The library.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
Maybe. Check every corner.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Maybe. That's a good idea for sure. Let's see. Where? It's open.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cabled to tell me he's found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to the fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us there. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I am going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous.
What's up, brother Willie the Gamer? How are you doing, brother? With me it's going well. Hello, everybody in the chat. With me it's going well, brother. How are you doing? How is your family doing? Today, It's been a few days that I have not seen your live stream, Brother William. I hope you're doing well and your family also. Um, I still see that you are a lot of busy with the Wrestling match. Nice, man. I also give a comment on that for last one. I I think I was late a little bit watching your live stream maybe, and it was awesome to watch you playing, man. A lot of also my friends also give you thumbs up, and I'm happy that they are also supporting you always. And also, welcome in the Blood of Ties. Blood Ties. It's a story DLC from the Croft Mansion from the Rise of the Tomb Raider. If you like adventure game, brother, Will of the Game, I'm good. Just woke up from the nap after my supper. All right, that's good to hear that you just woke up. Hmm, uh, woke up. And over here it's midnight. It's almost 2 o'clock. You can say it. I just live streamed last part of Rise of Tomb Raider and just finished 100%. And now I'm busy with my first DLC about Blood Ties of the Rise of Tomb Raider. What's up, Maverick? Journey. Yeah, it's a journal. We are trying to find the testament of the Croft Mansion. Lara, she's the only person that's left in the Croft Manor and the family, and she's gonna lose her old house, the dimension, if she not find the testament. You can say the testament is very important to finishing up the game of this storyline. You can say it's gonna be. I have already finished. You can say 38% already, Brother Maverick.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting of Emily. And day of the wedding anniversary. That's the number.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. There's something else here.
Yeah.
Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though.
Yep, can I say that again?
The Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Grandfather. Don't forget to give thumbs up. The blood the DLC of the Lara Croft.
Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Yep, we can that for sure. Alright, let's go forward. And there's still lots of we can do.
I've reached the monastery. As Roth predicted, it was hidden deep in the Himalayas. And now that I'm standing on these high stone walls, I am overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountains that surround me. It is simply breathtaking. But what adds to their spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcomed me, as is their way, but they seemed to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place. They've conducted the ritual before. I have seen the evidence, the distinctive symbols carved into the floors, the art displayed on the inner chamber's walls. They've created the elixir before, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery.
What's up, Brother Blood Dragon? How I did, man? Welcome to the Blood Tie DLC storyline about the Craft Manor. We can say the game story is not so. Rise of Tomb Raider is very
was
long
looking
gameplay.
for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
The Craft Manor. You can see the house is very big, and also exciting storyline that Lara needs to find a clue that she will not lose the house. I'm good, Wilson. How about you? I'm doing much better. I was lately not playing any games for Monday and Tuesday, but I'm doing much better. Thank you for asking, brother. And let's
This
see what
is
we
my
find.
handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
Tiger is your favorite. And let's see, there's nothing over here. Not, you're not a picture.
Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own
Well,
adventures.
that's it. You're all welcome. Thank you, brother Blood Dragon. Appreciate it. If you have not played it yet, Rise of Sombra, you will play it. I hope you're gonna play it. It's a good game. You will enjoy it for sure. Alright, there is a fire that we can make over here. But we will not do that yet because I'm trying to find some clue over here. Still a lot of things we can find over here. We'll do that
One
in a
of
few minutes.
Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
But what one Winston note are always hidden sweeter. And nothing behind. Let's see, there is still a lot of things we can find it. We're not done yet.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
And something behind? Nope.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention, haven't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. Best times.
Alright, let's see what we got.
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
Nice. I still remember one of my favorite movies that I really like to watch sometimes. And that movie is The Mummy. If you have seen The Mummy or Mummy Return, let me know in the comments, guys, if you have ever seen that classic good movie. French, Brenda Fraser was a good actor lately. A lot of months or years passed, and there is no news of he's still making good movies, just like classic good movies everybody watch.
This picture was taken in the library.
Yep, old picture. 1820. What is not so easy to see.
1820 additions to the main hall in progress.
We got that one out of the way. It's still not done yet. We find a lot of things you can set. Only done for 47% of the game. Still a lot of things in find. Alright, there is the stair. You can go above. Go above. Let's see. Let me put that right this way.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
Going above. Let's see what we can find over here. Backwards, let me take it. I'm sure it's back. Right. Good job, Laura. And let's see what we can find. Usually, we put the camera all the way around that actually goes down. Not always going above. And let us back to the stage. More done. Let's go above, Laura. See what we can find. We need to find the testament. Without testament, we cannot save the house. The place is very big, guys. If you notice. We got some.
Blank, except for the image of a key.
Yeah, there's the key image. Maybe this is the testament.
I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
Heat of the fire. That means you need to make fire. And you still can't open the door. Oh, that box over there. Honestly, can we open the door? Nope. You cannot open the door. You need to go back.
I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid.
Now let's go down. Let's make the fire.
This should help me read the map.
And map.
I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
Somewhere. Can I turn around or something? Is the fire on the right side?
X marks the spot, as they say.
Let's see. Come on. Go back the other way. Good job, Lara. You find it. Now open it.
The master key. This should get me into the West Wing.
Yep, good job, Lara. We're gonna go above in a few minutes. First, we need to check over there also.
Alright. This should open most rooms in the manor, including the Forbidden West Wing.
Yep. Let's see what the music is here.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
Trying to hear the music. Alright. It's the old music from the game. You remember the first Tomb Raider? I do remember, guys, because I have also played the old classic Tomb Raider. When she's running from the falling stone or something. That's different. Remember? Tomb Raider was always a classic game. The way that I really enjoyed that play from a young age. I never finished up the first classic one, but I really like it. Let's rewind out. Need to finish up the game if we can.
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or
Yep.
didn't I put it back properly?
Yeah, maybe. Let's open this door.
I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
Alright, we are back. Let's check it out if we can open the door, the other one above, with the key. So let's see what will happen if we can open the door from above. If not, go back again over there. Let's try. Yes, we can.
I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
And we back on the first place. Right, we are back in the first level. The place that our file was working. Now let's get out of here. Close the door. I hope I'm done over here. I have nothing to find over this level.
I think there might be more clues to find in the library.
Yep.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind at ease. I have known your father for quite some time. There is an intensity to his passion that can be frightening, but I recognize that same passion in you. You're more like him than you know. Never doubt that he loves you more than his research, more than his artifacts, more than anything in this world. Storms pass, and tomorrow will be clear and blue again. When you have finished, please leave the tray outside. Be well. Yours, Winston.
Winston. Outside. Yours, Winston. Alright, let's see. Got a comment, I think. Or somebody here. Alright, no worries. Let's see what we can find over here. Okay, made by above. I can open this door maybe, but let's check downstairs. Maybe there's still a lot of things we can find over here. We are not done yet. This door over here is shut. The house is very big, guys. If you notice, the Crow's Mansion. And that was only a notebook over here that I can't find it. And that means let's open the door. Open the door. And we're out. Back again to the first floor. Let's move the fire over here. Okay. Make a little bit hard. Alright. Done that. And after this guy, there's still a lot of things we can find. Oh, there's something I missed. Okay, let's check it out.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your father when he was at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering. Sincerely, your uncle.
Your uncle. Alright, let's see. I like and share your stream to tweets for you, Brother Walton. Thank you, Brother Willie. Appreciate it. Alright. If you're also enjoying Brother Willie, this game is awesome game. You need to buy it also. It's a good game. You will enjoy it for sure, just like me and everybody else. Because lately, you can say this month, even register, I have checked that out that a lot of people, a lot of friends play this game and enjoy it for sure. And I'm sure you will enjoy it also. And you will also get the DLC, all of it in one box. If you wanna know, Brother Willie. Alright, I have no other choice, guys. We need to go inside over here. But first, let's check see over there is one door to open. If there is something here opening over here, we will know it. Let's see. This door is also open. I've been over here already. And there is another room over here. Just checking around for sure because that one is going to be not the last one played. The game is still big. You can see I'm over 53% of the game. You need to find a lot of things you can see in the game. Trying to find everything. Then I open the door, like it. I need to still do other things. Oh,
The Croft family crest.
Nice. Good job opening that chest. Okay. Now that means I need to go downstairs. Maybe she open also the other chest. I hope. Now there are the chests over here. I do remember still. Or not. I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not going. It's about. Okay. All the way about there. I've been over here already. Checked everything. The library is broken because it's raining inside the house. And there's a chest, you can see. And go all the way above. On the stairs above. Go, Laura, go. Go above. Let's open this chest.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8?
$11, I think. Maybe.
I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number, but which one?
Which one? Oh, we'll know that later, maybe. Now the clue next. Alright, we are almost there. We're finding all the clues.
Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
We have none of the choice. We need to go inside the room of the mother. Oh, here we go, guys. The secret life of the bedroom and the room.
Worse than I thought.
There's a tree fall down over here. Something broke out. You can see. Let's see what happens. There's 2 rooms. One on the right side and one straight up. Now, which one to go first? I think I'm gonna go right.
Okay, Laura, keep it together. You're starting to see things.
My lord, we all hope your work was well received at the conference and look forward to your return. As is so often the case with these missives, I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been the subject of some ridicule amongst the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know how Lara can get when pushed into a corner. Let's just say they won't be bothering her again. But I do think their words have had an effect. I believe Lara has been missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls. And having grown up with only a father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble relating to them. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It might be worth bringing her to the manor to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Yours, Winston.
Yep, Winston was a good butler, you just said, guys. Alright.
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings.
You can say that if we get Lara. We will be there in a few minutes, alright? First, let's check out over here because I thought the room that was over there, but on the right side. We can find over here.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place. A dimness pervades, a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara is too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's asked after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I will need Winston more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realized how much grief can consume a man, but I am utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there.
I hope what you're saying. Scary music, guys. You what? Play this is the room of your mother. If I'm not mistaken, guys. Let's see what we got over here.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realize I want his passion in my life every day. So it's done. Richard wanted to wait another 4 days until my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prefer to get on with it. So we found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right. And with Roth and the others at our side, we married as the sun set over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me. Atlas will forever resent me. But I don't care anymore. I'm free of de Mornay obligations, free to pursue my own passions and live my life surrounded by those who will encourage and challenge me. I'm excited for the future, whatever it may bring. Tomorrow, Richard and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together.
Yep.
After everything Atlas has done...
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
Cool.
How could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
Yep. You're playing for you can say blah blah. Let's see. That's you.
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
Yeah, interesting that your dad for fate or for capture of the statue.
My mother's perfume. The smell. So familiar. I can almost remember her.
Yep.
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful. There's a date, October something. Damn, the number is faded. Their anniversary was in October. Which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere.
Yep. Find the clue.
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
October 13. Why it's not showing me? Come on. Show the data. Why is not showing me? Come on. God damn it. Come on. Why you kind of put right way or something? Sometimes it's saying, I'm getting tired of there. Come on. Show me the secret.
October 13th, Mum's birthday.
Yep, 13.
Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
Yeah, you can say that again, Laura. We are not done yet.
Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it.
Then something.
The inscription is faded.
Yours. Yours, but I don't know what is the first name. Richard. You. What is the letter? I don't see it. Something I don't know. Anyways, no worries. Something we got that out of the way. Look at that.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the gender, but already we've discussed possible names. Perhaps Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin. He was more infamous a Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favours a classic such as Scarlet or Kate, though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra, and our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived. I find myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the questions that plague me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA, experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is the simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
All right.
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it.
You already found the storyline of why you came with Laura.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the West Wing's doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Roth told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said. The wound would heal, and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss off as nothing more than an inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I've done what I must. Perhaps one day, Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
Yep. Alright.
At least that old thing still works.
I think we are done over here, guys. Part 2, I will live stream tomorrow, guys. I don't want to finish it up for today. You can see already I have done 57%, if I'm not mistaken. 57. And the last page, search the room of her mother. We will do that tomorrow, right, guys? I'm gonna just stop over here. Stand right here. And we'll do search tomorrow over here, alright? We're gonna open tomorrow. And we will see how to find code. We need to find code and find the testament for saving the house. Thank you everybody came by and on the blood tie part 1. Thank you brother Blood Willie the gamer that you came by. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you Blood Dragon also that you came by. I hope you also enjoyed it. And brother Maverick and tired Ram away also thank you girl. Also Sherlock Holmes, thank you brother Sherlock Holmes that you came by. Everybody take care of yourself. God bless you all. Take care of your families. I will see you tomorrow, alright guys? Appreciate them for 7 likes. Keep a chin up. Have a good gameplay, guys. I will see you tomorrow. This was What on the Dark Wolf. Sign out.